back to RGR Football. This is Ryan, and I'm going rogue on the Kansas City Chiefs as well as the NFL. And this was a big game. We want to get you a few more cut-ups of some film so you can see some of the things that stand out to us when we take a look at the film. If you're new around here, take a look and click the like and the sub as well as the bell notification so you know when something new goes up. Now, Dan had a great review yesterday on some of his favorite plays along the offensive line, and I want to take a look at a couple of different things here today. Now I want to start with a couple of plays on the defensive side, and first and foremost, 3 plays from Derrick Nnadi, who isn't getting enough credit. You can see him right in the middle of the formation here. He's looking straight into the A-gap and staring at Josh Allen. This is going to be important because they're going to try to string him along to the left here in the screen. As we roll it forward, we'll see the tight end comes over in motion. They're going to try to get Derrick on his heels, but he digs in and he's able to engage right here. And you can see that Mitch Morse is 60 pulling around that guard's engagement. Derrick is pressing him off, keeping him at bay, and just shuffling straight down the line, allowing the play to run out towards the sideline where he has help and he can get into the play. But right here, you see the back try to cut it back up, and Nnadi, although he's still shuffling to the outside, has the leverage here that he can shuck this guard, come back in, and make the play. Really nice play from the big man, not something that you see every day. And when you see it a little bit faster, it really looks better at just how impressive it is. As they start off, it's a good engagement. He sees Morse leaving. He's shuffling, press off, and come inside. Really nice play, and that's what he's here for. Here's another nice play, and it starts off with the need, really, to get Nnadi and the whole defensive line shifted, and that falls to Anthony Hitchens. You can see him here trying to direct traffic. He's going to get up there, get Nnadi moved into the right gap. Move him over. And Nnadi just rolls with it. At the time of the snap, he's actually barely even set. He's only got, you can see, 1 foot on the ground here. But he's going to make contact, and the whole Buffalo line is going to block down this direction. You're going to see him engage and power through. And that's the start of a play, something that he does pretty well. But it's after that fact. He works through him to the back shoulder, cuts underneath, and actually gets around to put some pressure on Josh Allen. That's not something you see from Derrick Nnadi every day. It's a pleasure to see because, honestly, they need a little bit more help doing this. Takes off, makes contact, and ducks right through, and has enough acceleration to move the quarterback from the pocket. And this last one for Nnadi, again, lined up here on the interior, is not something that I like to see, but it does show his athleticism. So I want to point it out here. As we roll it forward, I'm going to give you a little bit of a slow-mo, but it shows his athleticism not just in coming upfield, because they're going to do something strange with him here. Not what you expect from Derrick Nnadi. They're going to drop him into space. He's looking for a zone and for crossers coming underneath. That is a skill that is hard to develop if you're a defensive lineman, but it comes in handy from time to time. I don't like to see it often used, but at least he can execute it when they need it. This play's a lot of fun. I want you to watch right here in the middle. This is Chris Jones and Willie Gay. Willie didn't play a whole lot, but look at the result from what you get. He's playing the spy, much like they've been doing against Patrick Mahomes. It pays off for them in the reverse this time. This is a combination play because it requires a really, really nice takeoff from Chris Jones, who's going to beat his man underneath and get that initial pressure. Willie's here behind the zero tech, and he's just kind of spying, waiting for Allen to run. This is later in the game, and so you can see it's a 1, 2, 3-man rush, and Willie is just behind the line of scrimmage. This is showing what Dorian O'Daniel used to do against Deshaun Watson and showing off his athleticism. As Chris flushes Allen from the pocket, he's actually on the wrong side of the block, but is able to come off of Morse and accelerate, chase down that speedy quarterback, and make the play. Something that they need to see him do more often, to tell you the truth. And it really looks good in full speed. Here he goes. This is what Willie Gay brings to you. He needs to be on the field more. And lastly, I want to show you one of my favorite plays of the day. And this comes from Juan Thornhill, who is here playing single high at the moment. But you want to take a look at the front, and what you see is the alignment here of Charvarius Ward gives away a little bit that he's going to be in a zone. He has got his hips open to the inside, showing that that's going to be a zone turn where he can keep his eye on the quarterback's drop as they go through it. Bashad up here looks not quite in the same position. He squared up pretty well. You could see maybe it was a mixed coverage or something they were going to go. Bashad's doing a good job of not giving away the coverage they're playing. Little bit same here inside the nickel, and you have Dan hanging out, looking like a strong safety type. There's a lot of guys up at the line of scrimmage. They're looking to maybe bring some pressure. They're trying to deceive, and it works because the deception is exactly what Spagnuolo was looking for. They're going to move it back here pre-snap, and you can see Dan's going to shift, and that lets Juan walk north a little bit here. So what you're going to see now is that Dan's got a deep half, Juan's got a deep half, and as the play takes off, Tyron's opened up, so has Bashad. Now, because all of the cornerbacks are looking into this particular quarterback as he takes his drop, this is an under zone. But the way that they're going to deploy it is going to be interesting. Watch the linebackers as everybody drops. Turn your hips, and this guy's coming into a middle drop here. Travarius Ward is going to be the underneath on the outside. Same with Bashaud Breeland on the other side. Tyron's dropping into his robber spot, which leaves Dan Sorensen as the 2 high with Juan. And the attack is going to be on Sorensen, letting a receiver try to run him down and stem right on him, get him turned. And then you can see as Dan turns his hips back to the outside, this is an under zone. Travarius Ward is not diving deep. He's not trying to keep up. Same thing with Breeland, and Tyron is in the middle here looking for his robber spot. But Dan has already turned, and now the wide receiver is going to cut it back underneath, putting him in a bad position. Juan right now is on the other side of the field, on the other side of the hash, and has to make a play on the back of the field. And he does just that, accelerating, getting to the point where he can actually make that play and stop that pass. That went down as a PBU for Juan Thornhill, and he certainly deserved it. When you look at it real time, you see just how far he had to go from his responsibility here, where the receiver has Dan turned and has to get all the way to the end zone. He doesn't catch up to the back, and he's got a pretty good head start. That's the athleticism on display. He makes his PBU and saves a touchdown. That, my friends, is it for today. Little quick film study just to take another look. If you're new, please give us a shot. Click that like and the sub and the bell notification, and you can see every time that we do something. We appreciate you watching today. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more, and subscribe to RGR Football.